Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, let's do some beautiful paper crafting. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by. And welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for choosing to be here. I really do appreciate it. And a big thank you to everyone, and I mean everyone, who is supporting my channel in any positive way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I know that we all have a lot going on right now, so I am not going to take up a whole lot of your time. I am going to make this a short, sweet, and to the point video. Today, we are going to take one of those Dollar Tree gift boxes and we are going to turn it into one of the most beautiful Christmas crackers you have ever seen. Y'all, this is super simple. And the beauty of it is we don't need any dies. We don't need a die cutter. We don't need any special tools to make this beautiful Christmas cracker. And it is super large. It is large enough to hold some of those fuzzy socks that we all love to wear and to gift. So y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, guys, so here's a closer look at today's project. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a jumbo Christmas cracker. So when finished, it is 11.5 by 2 by 2. That is a very large Christmas cracker. Y'all, this is going to be so easy to make. If you have ever wanted to make Christmas crackers, but you were intimidated by what you thought was a complicated process, we are going to simplify this process for you, and you're going to see how quickly you can make these. And remember, I said that we were starting with some of the Dollar Tree Christmas gift boxes, and we are. You get 3 in a pack, and these boxes are 14.25 by almost 9.5. So these are some very large boxes, and each pack has 3 in them, and there are 3 different box tops with white box bottoms. So to make today's project, I'm going to go with this beautiful vibrant red snowflake pattern. It's from the same box tops as this one. So to make it, the first thing we need to do is take the box and let's go ahead and deconstruct it. And then because this is too large to fit in my trimmer this way, I am going to go ahead and just trim away this panel because we're not going to use it in making the actual cracker. So I'll trim away this part as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and trim away these side panels. And I'm going to leave this flap on because it'll give me the straight edge that I need to now start trimming everything. So I am going to bring in my trimmer. So now we're going to take the longest side, we're going to put it in our trimmer, and I'm just cleaning up the edges. So right now, I'm just going to trim away enough so that I have a clean edge on the bottom. Then I'm going to rotate it and I'll trim it to 11.5. So what I did was I reduced this side to 11.5. Now I'm going to rotate it and I'm going to reduce it to 9. So when you're finished, you're going to end up with a piece that is 11.5 by 9. Now these scraps here, you need to take the scraps and you need to cut 8 squares. And my squares are going to be 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch. So you need to cut 8 of these. Now I'm just going to use the ones that I had left over from the first project. So I have my squares already cut. Here comes the easy part. We're going to take this on the 9-inch side, put it in our trimmer, and we're going to score at 2, at 4, at 6, end at 8. And now we can just fold and burnish those scores. And so here's how we do this. I am going to show you this on the flip side, but when I get ready to lay these down, I'm going to lay them down on this side since the colors are different. But I want you to be able to see what I'm going to do. I am going to take this square and turn it on the diagonal so my points are point to point, point to point. Then I'm going to take the 2 points and place them on my score marks going across, top and bottom. So here's how that's going to look. All I need to do is take just a little bit of my tape, add some tape to the back of each one of these. You can glue it down if you want. Tape works fine for me. And just as I showed you before, I am going to take these, and how far down you decide to come is completely up to you. But when you're placing it down, just make sure that you're placing it down so that your points line up with the score mark. That'll make it easy for you. And then I'm just going to keep placing these down, going across. I know that it won't be as perfect as it would be if I did this with a machine, but y'all, we are going to end up with a beautiful Christmas cracker. So I have my 4 squares down, and they are down on the point. Now I'm going to take my finger blade and just trim each one out. And like I said, it's not going to be perfect because we're hand cutting these. But back in the olden days, when Christmas crackers were made, they were made by hand. And I'm sure they weren't machine perfect. So we are not going to strive for machine perfection. We are crafting with love. But if you do have a die cutter or you have an envelope punch board, you can also make these using that. So now that we have our 4 holes cut out across the top, we're going to take this and we're going to take the narrow flap and fold it over, and then we're just going to lay this flat. And now you can see we have that piece that we need to cut out. So I am going to take my pen and just trace that, and now I'll cut out this piece. So now when we put it together, we're going to have it so that it lines up here and here, and we have our points all the way around. Now we're going to repeat this at the bottom. So I am going to take my points and line them up. And now we're just going to trim out around each little template. And guys, if you think you're going to be making some of these, make sure that you save your templates because they'll come in very handy. You won't have to worry about cutting out those scraps every time you choose to make this project. And you can alter the sizes if you don't want a jumbo. If you don't want it to be 11.5 inches long, you can make it 6 inches long. It's totally up to you. If you don't want it to be 2 inches wide, you can make it 1 inch wide. So now we have these 4 cut out. We need to cut out this notch here. Again, we're just going to take this. We can fold it and then fold over, flip over, and just make your mark. Now I can go back and trim out. And so now we can take our tape and we can put this together. So I am going to take tape, place it on this side, on the decorative side. So one piece of tape will go on this end on the decorative side, and it's the end opposite those notches. Then we're going to flip it over, and I am going to just place some more tape, but this time I'm going to place down 2 strips. And I'm making sure that I don't place any tape where the notch out is occurring. Let's make sure we get our tape nice and stuck. Now we can peel away those tape backers. And we are going to get this put together. All right, so all we need to do at this point is we need to make sure we take this narrow piece and we're going to place it on the inside. So when we put it down, let's make sure that we're matching those tops. Then we can start guiding it down like this. Now I can take my big old spatula, get this nice and stuck. And you guys now are able to see that we have a flat fold Christmas cracker. So when I open this, I am going to take this and just start pinching the sides because I want it to fold in. So let's just pinch. And I'm just pinching to sort of free that up and loosen it a little bit. Now I'm going to take mine and I'll be closing it using ribbon, but I am actually going to be using these. So here at the bottom is where I'll be placing my goodies. I haven't placed anything in here yet, but I'll be able to untie this bow and place everything in that way instead of messing up the decorative end. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut myself a piece of satin ribbon. What you choose to use is up to you. You can use twine, you can use rope. All depends on how you want yours to look. So I have my ribbon around the section where I cut out those diamonds. And now I'm able to start squeezing this as tight as I want. Then I'm going to tie myself a bow. Okay, I could actually play with that all day long, but I'm going to stop there. And then I have these jingle bells that I got from the Dollar Tree. I am going to take these and we're going to put them down on our box just like this. And I am going to put mine down using a glue dot. So I am going to take that glue dot and I am going to put that glue dot right in there. And then I'm going to take the jingle bells and just let them hit the glue dot like that. And there's also this little floral piece at the top that I am going to use. And I'll be putting that down with the glue dot as well. You can use hot glue, but the glue dots work well, so I'm going to use them. So I'm just adding that glue dot to the back. Peel that away. And now I can take this and put it right there at the top. And I have a very simple but festive top to this. I am going to trim away just a little bit of that because I don't want it all. And so now I'm just going to take my little lighter, add some heat close to the ribbon but not touching the ribbon. This will stop that fraying. And I got this little lighter at the Dollar Tree. So cute. And so now I have my jingle bells here at the top of my box. I am going to take some more ribbon and we're going to tie off the bottom. So again, I'm just going to do another quick little pinch. We're going to take our ribbon, tie it around the bottom, making sure that I'm tying it where that opening has been cut so that it can grab it and start closing it. And now I'm just going to tie myself a tinier bow than the one at the top. And when I get ready to fill this, I am simply going to untie the bottom to put in my goodies. So I'm just going to trim away. Use my little lighter so that when I untie this, I don't have any fraying. And so now, if you're setting these out on a table, you can actually place a to and from tag so that the person who's supposed to get this box will know that this one is for them. And so now I am going to bring that first one back in so that you guys can see these very festive jumbo Christmas crackers that we're able to make using gift boxes from the Dollar Tree or anywhere you might want to get some gift boxes. It does not have to be from the Dollar Tree. If you see a gift box that has a pattern on it that you like, why not take it and turn it into some Christmas crackers? Guys, if you're doing the 12 days of Christmas with anyone or you're doing Secret Santas, this is a very sweet and inexpensive way to give a Secret Santa gift or to do the 12 days of Christmas. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this very quick and easy way that we can make our own Christmas crackers using Dollar Tree gift boxes. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.